Have you ever wondered why so many people in the middle class completely ignore life insurance, while the rich seem to use it like a secret financial weapon? You might think life insurance is just about paying premiums and getting a payout if something happens, right? Well, there's a lot more going on. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden truths behind life insurance and why it's one of the smartest tools the wealthy use to grow and protect their money. By the end of this video, you'll understand why ignoring it could be costing you far more than you think. Most middle-class families have busy lives. They're focused on paying bills, mortgages, school fees, and saving for vacations. Life insurance? It feels like just another expense. They often think, "I'm healthy, I don't need it yet," or "it's too expensive," or even, "if something happens, I'll just rely on my savings." Here's the catch. Relying on savings alone is risky. Emergencies, sudden accidents, or health crises can drain a bank account almost instantly. And for most middle-class families, one unexpected event can lead to debt, financial stress, or even losing their home. The middle class often sees life insurance as a burden, not a tool. They pay premiums for years and sometimes never fully understand how it works. And worst of all, many only buy term insurance, which only pays out if something happens during the policy term. Once it expires, they're back at square one. Now, let's flip the lens and see how the rich approach it. For wealthy families, life insurance is not just protection, it's powerful financial strategy. They use life insurance to grow wealth, reduce taxes, and protect assets. One of the most popular strategies is called cash value life insurance. Unlike term insurance, part of the premiums you pay actually builds cash value over time. This money grows tax-deferred and can even be borrowed against to fund investments, pay for education, or start a business. So, while the middle class sees life insurance as a cost, the rich see it as a money machine that works silently in the background. They're not just buying protection, they're creating a flexible financial tool. You never heard about life insurance is much more than a safety net. Here's why the wealthy love it. Tax advantages. Cash value grows tax-free, and death benefits are usually tax-free too. That's money that can pass to the next generation without heavy taxation. Borrowing power. You can borrow from your policy at low rates without going to the bank or risking your credit. Wealth transfer. It's a way to leave a legacy. You can fund your children's education, pass wealth to grandchildren, or even set up charitable donations. Financial security. Even if markets crash, your policy keeps working. It's a predictable asset in an unpredictable world. These advantages are invisible to most middle-class families because no one ever explains it in a way that makes sense. Infinite banking strategy review. Link below. Here's a harsh truth. Life is unpredictable. Medical emergencies, accidents, job loss, or sudden death can destroy decades of hard-earned savings. Without life insurance, families often rely on credit cards, loans, or selling assets to survive. Meanwhile, wealthy families use life insurance to shield themselves from all these risks. They are prepared for every scenario, and their money keeps working for them no matter what happens. Imagine this. You lose your main income. Middle-class families might struggle to pay bills or mortgages. Rich families, they borrow against their life insurance or use its cash value to cover expenses without touching their investments or disrupting their lifestyle. There's another angle here, mindset. The middle class often delays planning because they live paycheck to paycheck. Life insurance feels like something for later when they're older. Meanwhile, the wealthy understand time is money. The earlier you start, the more you benefit. Even a small policy started early can grow into a massive financial resource over decades. Wealthy families don't just buy insurance, they plan strategically. They consult advisors, integrate life insurance into estate planning, and use it to maximize every dollar. It's not about avoiding risk, it's about using risk intelligently to grow wealth. If you've been avoiding life insurance because it sounds complicated, don't worry. Here's the simple version. Term life insurance covers you for a set period, like 10, 20, or 30 years, pays out if something happens during that time. Cheapest. option, but it doesn't build cash value. Whole life insurance covers you for life and builds cash value. Premiums are higher, but the money grows over time and can be borrowed against. Universal life insurance, flexible premiums and cash value growth. You can adjust the death benefit or premiums as your financial situation changes. The wealthy often combine these policies strategically, using whole life or universal life to create cash value growth, while term policies cover large, immediate risks. Start with the Infinite Banking Strategy Review, link below. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Many wealthy families use life insurance for infinite banking. Instead of borrowing from banks, they borrow against their own life insurance policies. This means they avoid high interest rates from banks. Their money keeps growing inside the policy even while they borrow it. They remain in control of their financial system instead of relying on traditional banks. It's like creating your own private bank. And the middle class rarely knows this exists. You don't have to be rich to start. The key is education and early action. Understand your needs. How much coverage do you need? Consider your family, debts, and future goals. Start small if necessary. Even a modest whole life policy started early grows surprisingly fast over decades. Focus on cash value growth. Learn about policies that allow borrowing or provide tax-deferred growth. Consult an advisor. Don't go blind. A financial professional can tailor a strategy that fits your goals. The earlier you start, the more powerful life insurance becomes. Time is your ally. Here's the takeaway. Life insurance isn't just about covering risk. It's a tool for freedom, growth, and control. The middle class often ignores it, thinking it's expensive or unnecessary. The wealthy embrace it, using it to create wealth, reduce taxes, protect family, and even fund new ventures. When you shift your mindset from seeing life insurance as a cost to seeing it as a financial engine, your approach to money changes completely. You're no longer reacting to life. You're preparing for it and even controlling it. If this message made you think differently about money, banks, or protecting your family's future, the next step is not a sales call. Infinite banking is a long-term strategy, not a product, and it's not right for everyone. To help determine whether this approach fits someone's goals, cash flow, and expectations, we've created a short Infinite Banking Strategy Review. Start with the strategy review linked below. If it appears to be a potential fit, the viewer will be invited to schedule a brief educational conversation. No pressure, no obligation, just clarity. Start with the strategy review linked below.